One of the downsides of being a famous footballer is that every single move that you make and every word that you utter remains in the memories of people. This is a business where one wrong move can have a long-term impact on a player's career. In our modern world, a famous footballer can't afford any slip-ups. While fans can forgive bad performances, they won't forgive a player for being insensitive towards a particular community. In recent years, the game has been besieged by racism. Campaigns such as Kick It Out and others have been able to raise awareness about the issue, but it hasn't stopped. A lot of players have complained of being abused by fans on social media, and these social media companies have also been unable to stop the flow of hate seeping through their platforms. So why would Barcelona and France stars Ousmane Dembele and Antoine Griezmann do something like what they did in a recent video? What's up everyone, and welcome to another edition of Goalside, where we bring football to you from a different perspective. We've got a lot to talk about today, from Dembele and Griezmann's idiotic antics to Liverpool's efforts to find a replacement for Jorginho Vinaldum to the future of a Danish starlet who did so well at the Euros. So sit back, relax, subscribe, and make sure to let your friends know about our channel. Danish sensation attracting Premier League interest. While Denmark lost the Euro 2020 semi-final against England in controversial circumstances, no one can belittle Jesper Hjulmand's side for the valiant effort they put up throughout their fairy tale run. The Danish dynamite was in its element in the knockout stages of the competition, and there were a lot of standout performances. One player who really impressed was young Mikkel Damsgaard. The 21-year-old scored a sensational free kick against England with a technique that was reminiscent of a certain Portuguese legend. The youngster is currently under contract at Serie A outfit Sampdoria, whom he joined from Nordsjælland last summer. Doria aren't too eager to sell their star player, but their resolve could be tested with a bid of around €40 million. Liverpool and Tottenham have been linked with the youngster, but it remains to be seen if Sampdoria will be willing to open negotiations over a player whose market value is bound to increase during the coming season. Trio in for Barcelona outcast. Brazil international Philippe Coutinho could be on his way out of Barcelona this summer. The talented forward is currently on Copa America duty with Brazil, but his future will be sorted out once the tournament ends. Reports claim that Leicester City, Inter and AC Milan are all vying for the player's signature, but it's Brendan Rodgers' side who are considered favourites to land Coutinho's signature. The move, if it happens, is going to be quite the coup for the Foxes, who narrowly missed out on Champions League football qualification last season, but they're heading in the right direction. They've already made a few great signings this summer, and if they're able to sign Coutinho, it would be a serious statement from a team that should be competing for top honours. Liverpool identify Vinaldum replacement. Now that Vinaldum has joined Paris Saint-Germain, Liverpool are in need of a direct replacement, and you don't get better experienced options than Spanish international Saúl. The experienced midfielder is currently under contract with Atletico and is valued at €40 million. The amount is a steal since his transfer value was around €80 million a couple of years back. Jurgen Klopp can call upon many excellent players for the central trio in his team, but the men in question are mostly either young or in their 30s, or, unfortunately, injured more often than not. Saúl has had a largely injury-free career, but struggled to displace Marcos Llorente in the starting 11 last season. Hopefully a move to Anfield could bring the spark back to a player who can help the fans forget about Vinaldum. Barcelona racism row. Barcelona and France football stars Ousmane Dembele and Antoine Griezmann have landed in a massive racism row after appearing to mock Asian workers in a video that leaked online. In it, the duo can be seen ridiculing local technicians as they attempt to fix a television in their hotel room. However, it's unclear when the video originated. The news emerged following France's elimination in the round of 16 penalty shootout against Switzerland. The French team was already dealing with internal discord following that defeat, and now it's indirectly involved in yet another controversy. In the video, Dembele is seen recording the men and saying some disrespectful things. All these ugly faces just so you can play PES, Pro Evolution Soccer. Aren't you ashamed? Dembele tells Griezmann. What kind of backward language is that? And are you technologically advanced in your country or not? He later adds. Griezmann's words are inaudible, but the Barcelona forward can be heard laughing throughout. Both men were in the France squad for the Euros, but the video was actually filmed a couple of years ago, given that Griezmann's haircut in the video wasn't the one that we saw at the Euros. The issue is serious for the club, since they've been sponsored by Japanese retail giant Rakuten since 2016. The footage has sparked online outrage under the hashtag #StopAsianHate, and calls have been made for the French Football Federation to take immediate action against the two players. It's not the first time that Griezmann has been involved in a controversy surrounding race. In 2017, the 30-year-old shocked people when he dressed in blackface for a fancy dress party. The fallout. Dembele and Antoine Griezmann have apologised for the 2019 video appearing to mock hotel staff in Japan, but denied that their comments were racist. Both men apologised for their actions on their respective Instagram profiles, but is it enough? The former Real Sociedad man has seen his contract with Konami cancelled after the video emerged. The video game developer was announced as an ambassador for Yu-Gi-Oh!, a cartoon series and video game under the Konami umbrella. Konami Digital Entertainment believes, as is the philosophy of sports, that discrimination of any kind is unacceptable, a statement from the Japanese entertainment company read. We had announced Griezmann as our Yu-Gi-Oh! Content ambassador, however in light of recent events we have decided to cancel the contract. Konami are also one of many official partners to the Spanish Giants through the Pro Evolution Soccer series, and have also said that they'll be speaking with the club about the details of the case and future action on both players. Rakuten reaction. Rakuten CEO Hiroshi Mikitani demanded a full explanation from the club as the backlash from the video continued. Griezmann has reportedly already apologised to Mikitani, but this isn't the first time the player has irked a company. A few months ago, the forward ended his affiliation with another Asian tech giant Huawei, stating that there were strong suspicions that the Chinese tech giant had contributed to the repression of Uyghur Muslims. Griezmann was a global brand ambassador for Huawei and has appeared in advertisements promoting the company's smartphones. Why the video surfaced now? It's rather strange that it took 2 years for the controversial video to surface. Normally, such things don't take that long to go viral, so why now? We do have a theory, and it makes a lot of sense in our heads. Barcelona are eager to offer Lionel Messi £170 million for the remainder of his playing career. The legendary Argentine is a free agent, but is open to signing one last deal at Camp Nou. The veteran costs the club €1.3 million a week, while Antoine Griezmann is making €880,000 a week. Players who don't get to play often, such as Miralem Pjanic and Philippe Coutinho, are making €8.4 and €8.5 million respectively. Dembele makes €230,000 a week, while Frenkie de Jong is at €400,000 a week. Apparently, La Blaugrana need to shed at least €200 million in order to balance their finances, which is why a number of players have been linked with moves away from the club. Samuel Umtiti, Clément Lenglet and Sergi Roberto also fall into this category. The club needs to extensively trim its wage bill in order to keep Messi. According to La Liga president Javier Tebas, Barcelona have exceeded their wage cap and will have to restructure their debt. The Spanish Giants are responsible for half of the €700 million debt that clubs have across La Liga. If the club sells a player for €100 million, they can only spend $25 million on a new signing. If they receive $10 million on a sale, they can only spend $2.5 million. This is because La Liga's rules allow clubs to sign only those players who represent 25% of the savings. Despite their financial difficulties, Ronald Koeman has been able to bring in 3 free agents in Memphis Depay, Sergio Aguero and Eric Garcia. Sadly though, these players can't be registered until Barcelona sort out their financial mess. A lot of players, especially those on massive wages, are understandably not looking to jump ship. The club can't force them into rescinding their contracts, so perhaps the recent Griezmann-Dembele affair was orchestrated in order to force these two players in a corner where they'll be open to leaving Camp Nou. And if that's the case, it wouldn't be surprising, since both Barcelona and Real Madrid have been known in the past to push players out the exit door. Messi is the only player in the squad who's untouchable, but the same can't be said of Griezmann and Dembele. And now that the video has surfaced, both men are not in a position to have a dominant stance in front of the club hierarchy. The entire racist episode was unfortunate and uncalled for. The two players should have been more respectful to those men. This shows that it's not only the fans who need to be educated on the principles of respect and acceptance. Was the video a massive ploy from the club to reduce its wage bill and keep Messi? Well, only time will tell.